It's the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is key. How are you all doing this super Saturday morning? I'm absolutely fabulous. And you too can be fabulous if you detach yourself from the matrix system. And if this is your first time watching the MOPOWERZ, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, people that's hanging out at the bus stop waiting to go to work just like yourself. What a great way to jumpstart a conversation with someone that you know or don't know. And this conversation here is entitled Hassan Campbell Ain't Slick. That's right, Hassan Campbell again. And this will be my last time speaking upon or to or about Hassan Campbell. And I say that because Hassan Campbell himself is a bottom feeder. How is it that you, Hassan Campbell, is going to tell the guy who's helped save you, me, the guy who helped save you, how dare you call me a bottom feeder? For the last couple of days, I've been maxing at a resort. I left a video a day or two, about 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 8 or 9 minutes long, because I had looked at some of the interview that Hassan did with Sinetta TV. And I'm going to tell you something, Hassan Campbell, you ain't slick. And I tell you, and I'm going to be straight up with you, had it not been for me, Hassan, had it not been for me, yeah, you think I'm nobody. You think that I'm a bottom feeder, as you would say. Dude, I'm so far from being a bottom feeder. Dude, look, I'm the one who told you to stay away from Chicago. I'm the same one who was in your defense of trying to save you, but you're going to tell me that I'm a bottom feeder? Sinetta was right. You don't have no wisdom. In fact, I will spank you with wisdom. I will spank you with wisdom, Hassan Campbell. You are very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. You're going to say that you and Sinetta need to talk about somebody that's on your level. Well, I'm the guy that's on the low level that helped save you. I'm the guy that's on the low level that helped save you. And great, you had JoJo Capone on your show from Chicago, which is fantastic, who has ties in New York. I too have ties in New York. You had people from your fan club saying, Mo, I bet you won't come to New York. I'm always in New York, dude. You can catch me LES, Avenue D, in Houston to be exact. You can catch me on 117th and Lexington to be exact. You can catch me in the Bronx, right off the Grand Concourse. You can catch me in Scarsdale. You can catch me in Mamaroneck. You can catch me in White Plains. Hell, I even go further north. Let's go upstate, my man. Let's go to Kingston. Let's go to Monticello. Hell, let's go to Albany. All of those places, even Lake George, my man, all over the place. New Amsterdam's, Cooperstown's, Saratoga, Glens Falls. I'm all in New York all day. Ain't nobody afraid of you. Saying that I'm a bottom feeder, but I'm the bottom feeder that helps save your life. And it's sad that I have to come out here and say that about the little guy with the big ego. A little guy with the big ego. Had you not said that I was a bottom feeder and that I'm ignorant, you say that Sinetta talked to all of these ignorant people. Well, let me tell you something. It's a lot of people that's bottom feeders that have made you who you are. It's bottom feeders like myself that pay attention to you. It's bottom feeders like me that saved you. You say that you're not a part of that life no more? Yes, you are. And I agree with Sinetta. As long as you keep talking the way that you talking, yeah, you're a part of that life. You do it on the slide. And then you get in the car with your guys. I don't know who them cats is. But what was your guy talking about? Shooting up, killing somebody. Then you got the guy in the back seat pointing his finger like he got a gun, a firearm, a pistol, a strap, a heat. I'm from the street too. I'm just older than you are. All of those in your fan club talking about you should be raising your grandkids. I'm doing just that. Not only doing just that, but I'm maxing at resorts. Whereas you are still in New York City. Doing what? Getting paid off YouTube, which is a great thing. YouTube is great money. You say don't nobody listen to me. Well, you know what? If I have been on YouTube 8 years, it is my hopes that I will have as many followers as you do. In fact, you have like 200 and something subscribers, right? How many of those subscribers actually watch compared to mine? I'm a little dude, as you would say. And according to the YouTube numbers, I'm a little dude. But out here on these streets, Hassan, I save your ass. So therefore, I'm not a little dude. I'm not a bottom feeder. You should be grateful. You should be kissing the ring on my finger. I did not call in when Sinetta TV was having that interview with you. I didn't want to call in. I was watching the interview. And you are an arrogant prick. You are a very arrogant prick who is very ungrateful. Ungrateful to the guy who not only warned you, but helped save your life. You have people call in on that little phone number that you got. I'm not calling into that phone number to get the feds my information more than what they already got. You might be the feds. You might be working with the feds. Yes, you, Hassan Campbell. I'm just saying, yo. Big ego, little guy. I will spank you with wisdom. I don't want no beef. I'm too old for beef. I don't. I don't have time for beef. I'm traveling, seeing the world, hanging out at resorts, watching you sitting on your couch, watching you change clothes in your car, talking about what you doing. Yes, people watch you. Yes, people watch what you do and watch what you say. Because you, my friend, you made yourself the mark. You made yourself the mark. Sinetta TV asks you a question. Sinetta asks you a question. He say, do you wish for a death wish? A guy like you, Hassan, always is asking for a death wish because you are not humble enough to close your mouth sometime. You are not humble enough to close your mouth sometime. You are great with the material that you bring forth to the people. You're great with that. In fact, as I stated, which you did not even accept the compliment that I gave you because I said that I appreciate the material that you bring forth and I love your videos. I said that, but yet and still you're going to call me a bottom feeder, but I'm the one who helped save your life. Jojo Capone may have had something to do with it. Not like I did. But I'm a nobody. And I'm glad that I'm a nobody to you. Because as long as I'm a nobody to you, you'll never really know who I am. Which is great to me because you're still learning. You say that you are the best at what you do. And that's cool with me. Even the brother that was from Pittsburgh that was on Sinetta TV that that was part of that 12-screen interview that took place. The brother even told you that he gave condolences to you and your family, and you still went off on the man. Ego. The brother tried to explain to you time and time again that he's not about that, yet and still you tried to place him in some cookie box, and you're going to tell him this is how it's going to go. You tell your audience that you can be doing something else. Well, do something else. You act as if they need to see you. You act as if they need to turn in to see you. They don't. They can be doing something else too, Hassan Campbell. Their world don't revolve around you. And I want to make this clear for the record. For those of you who follow Hassan Campbell, when people speak or bring forth a video in regards to that young man, please listen to the video, because many of you, with your comments, made yourself sound very ignorant. And it wasn't necessarily about the beef between Hassan and what I said. No, Hassan know what he did wrong. Even Jojo Capone explained that. Everybody was trying to explain that, except for the brother that was on the screen talking about some other stuff, and Hassan went off on him. But the brother went off on him too. I forgot what the brother's name was. But anyway, he was a high yellow brother. Forgot his name. But anyway, mind you, I'm not here for views. I'm not here for views. And Hassan, we, the people, the little people, the very little people that don't count in the back, that help save your life, we are glad that you apologized. And I knew that you would, because you didn't have a choice. You talk too much. There's nothing wrong with being confident within yourself, but you're an arrogant prick. But that's who you are. And if I were you, as I told you in a prior video a couple of months ago, you got little children. Raise them children, man. Stop making videos whereas you're putting yourself out there like you all tough. You ain't all that tough. You're not. And you have your children all over the YouTube screen, making them vulnerable to your stupidity. Didn't have nothing to do with black women and things of that nature. You're the very same person, Hassan, who has talked about black women in a bad way. I don't have to remind you of what videos you did that in. You already know that. You're going to say that you Islam. You became a Muslim. Well, a Muslim is one who wants for his brother what he wants for himself. And you are not like that. You're not like that. Your arrogance, your ego won't let you be like that. You're on top of the world right now. That's good. It's a great feeling, isn't it? I've been on top for a very long time. While you're sitting there in Westchester, I'm traveling the world. While you're sitting there in Westchester, I'm at resorts. While you're sitting there in Westchester, hanging out in Bronx River, I'm all over the place. So you have to be in 50 states to keep up with me, Hassan. I, the little bottom feeder. And for those of you who know me, You know that I'm not lying. I move around all the time. I'm in New York all the time. So I don't understand you with your fan club. They silly. They silly to stick up for a person who don't even care about them. We are glad that you apologized, and you should be grateful that you apologized. You should be grateful. And I want to thank Sinetta for putting my clip on his TV show. Sinetta TV. I am that dude, the guy that you say that you can't think of my name. Mopowerz. Mo Powers. The little guy, the bottom feeder that saved your ass. You should be thankful to me versus talking against me. I don't have no beef with you. I don't have no beef with you. I like what you do. However, I wasn't going to let you get away with that slick shit. And the reason being because I stuck my neck out for you. That's just being 100. That's just being 100. You say you're a Muslim and everything, but yet and still you hang out with your compadres and you still talking about shooting people. You still talking about killing people. You're talking about stop the violence, but yet you are in a video clip with your homies talking about killing people. Black people. Does that make any sense to you, Mr. New Yorker? Does that make any sense to you? Does that make sense to the common kid? It makes no sense. You're still a part of that life. You're not fooling nobody. Hell, you wanted the camera to get a glimpse of you with your children to make it appear like you're not a part of that life anymore. You're still a part of that life. I know that, and you know that. I know that. But I'm just the bottom feeder. I'm just the bottom feeder. You're disrespectful. I'm not beefing with you. Just giving you a little spanking. Because you need to be spanked. Because you're rude. Rude, rude, rude. Hell, my wife is from New York. I got a granddaughter right now in Bayonne. I'm in New York all the time. I have no beef with you, young man, but I will drop some wisdom on you as being 10 years your elder. You should stop talking about people that you don't know. I'm going to say that again. You should stop talking about people that you don't know. And second of all, you should be kissing the rings on my fingers for help saving your life. That's 100. Ain't nobody else on Sinetta TV clips on this clip but me who said what I said. Because had you not did what you did on Sinetta TV, them young boys would have went loose on you. But I'm just a bottom feeder. I'm glad that you don't know about me. Hell, you didn't know about FBG duck either, did you? Until you open your big mouth. I'm glad you don't know me. I like to stay low key. I like to stay behind the scenes. I don't mind getting on the front of a camera on the YouTube. That's cool. For other things, I'd rather sit back and not be in the front lines a part of. But you got some growing to do. That's my response to you. You're not slick, Hassan. You're not slick behind that. But I want to say once again, and I come in peace. We're glad that you apologized. We're glad, so thankful for that. And I thank Sinetta TV for having my clip in his show. Don't you ever forget my name, Hassan Campbell, Mopowerc. Don't you ever forget my name, you ungrateful little prick. Anybody got something to say in this fan club? But I like the way that you all stood behind him, even though you had no common sense to really listen to what I said in the video. Because in that video, I said, come on, man. Yeah, like that was a little bit too low for a person of your intelligence. However, I'm glad that you got the message. We are glad that you got the message. I'm not going to do any more videos about you. And hell, you're talking about how bottom feeders eat off you. I don't eat off you. I eat other ways. I don't eat off you. Hell, I don't know when or if I will ever get a check from a YouTube. That's not my goal. That would be nice. Maybe one day I'll reach it like you. But in the meantime, when I do reach that plateau like you, I won't be an arrogant fuck like you. Because arrogance can get you fucked up. Just look at all of the rappers that was arrogant. That's no beef, man. That's just life itself. Even I, with life experiences, thought that I knew some shit and didn't know. So I'm glad that you don't know me. And I hope that you don't get to know me in that way. Because really, I'm a good guy. And we're scary sometimes. But anyway, I just want the YouTubers out there to know that Hassan wasn't being slick. And many people don't think that you were sincere. But either way, we are glad that you did what you did on Sinetta TV, and we accept that. We accept that. Like I said, I've been gone a couple of days. So I didn't get a chance to right away respond to the video that Sinetta did with you. I didn't get a chance to really get off into that. And like I said, I could have called in. I didn't want that. But we watching you. You are a hunted man by the world of YouTube. And the streets too. The streets is watching you, Hassan Campbell. The streets are watching you. To be aware is to be alive. And we love everybody who is working to solve and curb the black on black violence. That's what we're doing. Working to curb the violence here in areas of America that is populated heavily or densely by black people. Because white people not running around killing themselves. Chinese not running around killing themselves. The people from India, they're not running around killing themselves. The black people is running around killing themselves. And Hassan Campbell, I love you. That's from my soul. You bring great information. But with the wisdom that I have as being an elder to you, I highly recommend that you tone down your ego. Egos will destroy us. Egos will destroy you. Egos will destroy anybody who think that they are untouchable. Egos. Look what happened to Gaddafi. You understand? I'm just saying. And you a little fry to Gaddafi. To him or to them, you're a bottom feeder. And that's how you view me. You see? But I'm the bottom feeder that helped save your life. So don't you ever in your life forget my name. Mopowers. Mo Powers. The streets is watching you. I don't care if I get 20 views, 50 views, 100 views. Whatever is meant for me to get, I'll get. I don't have to eat off the people from YouTube. They starving too. What you say in the comment section? This message is here for review. Fuck Hassan, faggot, autistic Campbell. That's what they said about you, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna show that. Show it. Man, people don't like you. You say that you're controversial. You have the most controversial show on YouTube. And you're saying that you're the only person who's bringing real information to people that's out there on YouTube. That's a lie, Hassan. You can go to both of my pages, MOPOWERZ and this one, The Mo Show Chicago, and go through all of those videos. And in one of those videos, I stood up for you. I stood up for you in one of them videos against Young Pharaoh. But I'm a bottom feeder. You understand what you say, brother? Hassan's a fraud, a homo thug, donation queen, conspiracy theorist. That's what they saying about you, bro. Not me. This is what people around the YouTube is saying. But anyways, you, my man, need a spanking. Not physically, not with gunplay. You need spanking, wisdom. You have a lot of knowledge, but you're not using it properly yet. You're using it, well, I can't say that because you got what, over 200 subscribers. So I guess you're doing something right. You need some guidance, man. I'm not here taking anything away from you, but I'm just telling you the facts about yourself. You have a chip on your shoulder. You don't need to walk around with that. Black people don't like black people who got chips on their shoulders, because people who have chips on their shoulders make the other people feel inferior. When it's the little bitty people that's helping you become whom you become. A great example of this would be the people that's in power, meaning the government. Had it not been for the little people, the 90% of little people that the 10% hold under control, if it wasn't for those 90% of bottom feeders, the government wouldn't be who they are. The politicians wouldn't be who they are. The people who going out to vote, they bottom feeders too. So do their vote count? Hassan, what you got to say? He wild. Every parent in the ghetto is neglected and abusing their children. That goes for him too, because who? Quiet areas in the Bronx, even where their houses are only 2 blocks away from the hood. Did you hear that, Hassan Campbell? Did you hear that? Dude, you have some growing to do. But I'm the wrong one. You see me on the screen on YouTube, I'm calm. You know, I may look like a bottom feeder to you. I may be ignorant to you. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. But don't you dare say nothing about me again. That's foul. Again, I'm not your bottom feeder. You should be kissing my hand if you really knew who I was. You should be kissing my hand. You talk about how young black men in Chicago have a gun in their hand when they're 12 years old. Don't you remember that? Well, years ago, they made this movie called Belly. Remember that movie? And in that movie, Belly, now Belly is almost like 20 years ago. And in that movie, Belly, did not Nas talk to some young kid that was 12 or 13 years old selling drugs? Shorty had to carry a gat with him, right? Because some kid robbed him on the roof or whatever. Something to that effect. You all know what I'm talking about. So if that was 20 years ago, Hassan, that means 20 years ago, these little kids from, I say it's Queens, that Nas was talking to the shorty in the movie Belly. So with that theory that you have about how young kids in Chicago carrying guns when they're about 12, hell, you New Yorkers are doing it at 10. You're doing it at 9. You can't tell me, because I've lived in New York. My wife lives in New York. You can't tell me that. I'm just saying, Hassan. All of that tough stuff, yo, we good here. And I'm glad to be a bottom feeder, but I'm not one. And I'm going to say it again one last time. You should be kissing my hand. And shouts out to Sinetta TV for putting my clip in his show. So now you don't have to say, I don't remember the guy's name. You know it now. And don't forget it. MOPOWERZ. Thanks for viewing, you all. And if you have any comments, please, by all means, leave them in the comment section. I appreciate it, family. It's the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is key. And remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. Thanks for viewing.